Mayan children smoked, had piercings, and got married at 12. For the Maya, the birth of a child was a significant event. It was a sign of good luck and wealth. Mothers prayed to the gods for numerous babies. Children were given a childhood name by a priest. They were named according to the date of their birth. Each day had a unique name in the Mayan calendar. This name was combined with some title. Masculine names always started with the prefix a. Female names always started with the prefix ish. Kids also got a second name from their family. The Maya had a specific definition of beauty. It included flatter foreheads and crossed eyes. They had many methods to give their kids these features. Parents would place a bead between their kids' eyes. Children would look at it for long periods of time. It caused them to become cross-eyed. Next, wooden planks were bound to their heads. Babies generally have flexible foreheads. The pressure flattened it into the desired shape. Older children had their nose, ears, and lips pierced. They wore many different pieces of jewelry. At age 5, white beads were weaved into boys' hair. Girls received red shells they wore around their waist. These accessories symbolized their purity and innocence. They wore them until they had a coming-of-age ceremony. For boys, it happened at the age of 14. They had to return from their first successful hunt first. It confirmed that they could be viewed as men. For girls, the ritual happened when they could have children. The ceremony was followed by a feast. Tobacco was an important part of the Mayan rituals. Smoking was a part of the celebration. No public schools existed for Maya boys or girls. Wealthy families sent their sons to live with priests. They studied writing, math, medicine, astronomy, and science. Commoner children learned from their parents. The main role of the children was to help their adults. They started doing chores as soon as they turned 5. At that age, they were treated as young adults. They worked for the well-being of the whole community. The Mayan society heavily depended on family. Children had to respect their elders. They were held accountable for their actions. From a young age, the tasks were determined by gender. Most families lived on farms. Boys helped their fathers grow corn. They also learned to fish, hunt, and make tools. Sons of tradesmen inherited their father's position. Teenage boys traditionally painted their faces black. They lived with other single men in communal houses. They learned various crafts and trained for war. Girls lived with their parents until they got married. Their mothers taught them how to cook and weave. Girls also spent a lot of time at the local market. They sold homemade food and dyed clothing. They learned to trade and barter by watching their elders. Men on average married at age 18 and women at 15. The marriages had been arranged since they were kids. A married couple lived with the bride's family. The husband helped out his father-in-law. After 6 years, they moved into their own home.